Hello! Can you hear me? Can you see me? It was a close call there. I've had to revert back to the B camera with the B cables and the B connection method. But hopefully you can see me and hear me. Let me pop out the chat so as that works. So if you've sent a message before, right now, I haven't seen it. Sound and pic good. Oh, and I'm luminous today for some reason. Well, there you go. Welcome everyone to the Friday night live stream to the Aquarium Adventures Fishy Business. I'm being told to call it a podcast, even though it's just me. I'm just sat in my fish room talking to myself, well, and you. But it's been filed under podcasts on the YouTube library. So here you go, I've got a podcast and this is it. Welcome. We have, for your delectation tonight, we have, what have we got? We've got the calendar. I have finalised, I have finalised the pictures that we're going to use in the calendar with one possible slight amendment. We have the Fishy Business Quiz, of course. We have a prize to give away for the Fishy Business Quiz. I've included some fishy questions this week as well. Not that many, but a couple. As well as some easy questions, some current events questions, and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully we'll get above the 50% correct answer tonight. We've got some discussions about other stuff, which I can't remember because I spent the last 15 minutes fannying about with this bloody computer trying to get it to work. But hopefully it's not too bad and you can see me a little bit. Right, okay, I've got some comments coming through now. Susan just popped in to say hello. Thank you. Hopefully you're still there. Silver Creek's in. Howdy, Sir Graham. Very good. Thank you for that. Sound and pic good. Thanks, Brian. Even and all, don't forget to... Quite right. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. And how is everyone? Sound and visual good. Excellent. Lisa's here. Lee Pollitt's here from Bolton. Tim Reptile says thank you for the fish food. So Tim was last week's quiz winner after being the nearly man so many times. I think he finished in the top 3 a number of times. He won last week and I managed to send the prize out in less than a week. So well done me. Yes, you're allowed to play. You get 3 weeks. If you win 3 weeks in a row, you get banned for an indeterminate amount of time to give someone else a chance. But yeah, you get a suspension. But you're good. You've only won once, so you're fine. Amendment, does that mean my guppy's got in? Nope. Sorry, Brian. I'll talk about this in a little minute. 3 wins in a row gets you a week's suspension. There you go. Yes, because Juggler has done that a few times. John Floydman, 77, nice to see you. Evening from Preston, says Lanx Fishkeeper. Good, nice to see you all. And I suppose I should say, in fact, let me get myself settled. I'm all discombobulated. Having a week off the diet, a day off the diet, not a week off, so I'm having myself a wee beer. I know that makes Scott happy. Is this going to autofocus now that I've got this? If I put that in front of my mug? No, of course it won't. It's Lidl's finest. I've got Gear Shifter, Single Hop Citra IPA. Only 5%, so I might not be slurring my words by the time we get to the end of this. We're taking it up a gear with this single hop IPA. Citra takes centre stage with a big flavourful notes. Grapefruit. Oh no. Citrus, tropical mango and lychee all shining through. I hope grapefruit doesn't shine through too much because grapefruit is bogging. I don't know why anybody puts it on a beer. There we go. I couldn't find my spreadsheet. For those of you who are new here, and there may be some of you who are new here, we like to rank beers as well. I can't remember if I like Citra or not. I should probably stop saying that now. I was going to say I'm fairly new to the world of craft beers and weird beers and ales. But I've probably been doing this for about a year now. So I've been trying to refine my palate and see whether or not I like these things. It's a funny colour. It's not the favourite colour. I like more of a yellowier, but yeah, I can't see through it. That's a good start. Smells fresh. I can't discern any specific notes of grapefruit or anything like that. And thankfully, I can't taste grapefruit, so winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yes, so if you're new here, welcome. This is an aquatic channel. I make videos about fish tanks, that you can see in the background. Why are none of the lights on? Oh, they are on, you just can't see them. So my general channel, main channel videos are all fish and fish related, the odd pot noodle aside. But the Friday night live stream's a bit of a free-for-all. Anything, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. It could be fish, it could be whatever. So if you have any questions, just stick them in the chat. If you don't have a question, just want to say hello. And if you're new here, don't worry, there's no rules. There's one rule, there's the don't be a dick rule. Other than that, have at it. Everyone's got thick skin, you can say what you like, just, you know, within reason. Use your common sense, that's all we ask. And I say this because we might have a bunch of new people here. I've had my best 2 weeks on YouTube ever. 3 weeks. I've had my best month ever. I think I'm closing in on 600 subscribers this month, and I've not done that ever. I don't think I've ever done 600. I think my previous best was when I was about 10,000 subscribers. I think I got almost 500 subscribers that month that I turned over 10,000. Because I remember thinking then, oh, that's it, I'm on the road to 1 million, we'll be there in no time. And then it went, and crashed and burned. And ever since then, I've been kinda, a bad month might be 100 subscribers, a good month might be 300 subscribers. But in the past couple of weeks, yeah, I think we're 600, maybe even more. In fact, shall I show you? Do you care? Probably not. Yeah, 657 subscribers in the last 28 days, and most of them in the last couple of weeks. It's amazing. So if you are new here, welcome. Sorry, it's not going to. I don't have, my technology isn't working, so I can't show you all the fish in the fish room or anything. So what you see is what you get today. You've got Humphrey in the background up here, chilling out in the corner. If you can see his KOK, his cock, has now healed. It's now no longer deflated. He seems to be a bit happier. He's not really eating as well as I would like, and he's still a little bit lethargic, but I'm hoping that he's just on the road to recovery. Hans is in from Sweden. Nice to see you, Hans. Tim thinks doesn't need to worry about winning 3 times in a row. You never know. Once you get onto a roll, these things can go. Isn't it that you can still play, you just can't get the prize? Yes, very true. Everyone's allowed to play. You just won't get a prize. Anyone want a beer? Susan's getting them in. Cheers, Susan. Nabokov, hello. You sound like a Demented Rangers fan there. Hello. Much needed goggles in this week, and so very happy to be here as long as I can, waiting to go and pick up the pups from the groomer. Well, hopefully you will not miss anything on the beer again. Yes, that's alright, this one. For a little special. Fish Farm Link. Robot Link. Nice to see you again. Pretty sure I've tasted this beer, Gear Shifter. Well, that is what it's called. Gear Shifter by the Brewing Co. It says. What? Fresh modern beer brewed in Dundee. The Ironworks Brewing Co. in Dundee. There you go. Humphrey's still not doing well. I see, so sad. He's definitely doing better. So, like I say, his nuchal hump, his cock has filled back out again. That was all deflated. and he has been swimming around. He's gone back up there again now, but that is his lights have been off, and I've just turned it back on for the stream, so I don't know whether that might be what the case is there. But he has been... Oh, something's happened. Only Oscars has become a member. Thank you very much. What was I saying? He was very pale as well. His colour's starting to come back. So, well, he's not right. He's on the way, I think. Brian says, I don't have thick skin, as seemingly I'm a Grammy. Yes, one of our... My favourite fish get names, and one of them's named after Brian. It'll be the Fish File series, Graham, and the vid about breeding discus. No, it's not. Of all things, it's my Temu video. People love Temu. Who knew? Yeah, they just can't get enough of it. So I'll show you. Oh, I almost showed you the quiz questions. That would have been terrible. See if I go to Little Face. So this is my top content during the last couple of weeks. Number one there, within that time period, 43,909 views on my Temu video. I've never known anything like that. I've had a couple of videos go viral-ish. What's happened to my head? Hang on. We've got some sorting out to do. No, we don't want to do that. I have to press all manner of buttons. There we go. Get my head's kicking in. Yeah, 372 subscribers on that one video. So it's a bit of a roller coaster. If you get one video that does well, then obviously YouTube shows it to more people, and then more people see it. And then if some of them subscribe to that one, YouTube pushes your channel and pushes some of your other videos a little bit, so some more people subscribe to those as well. So I definitely got a little bit of a bump there. The YouTube gods were smiling on me, and I seem to have done quite well. But if you look at it, in terms of days, the first 12 days, and that's still not bad for me actually, 9,012 days, but just after that it just went, skyrocketed off there. But yeah, 372 subscribers off one video. Never seen anything like it. So, very happy and welcome if you are one of those new 372 people. But like I said, that, in terms of the rest of the channel, why won't you go back? Have I broke you? Come on. 657 new subscribers, so all the rest of them all got on the other videos, so way happy. That's way more than what I usually get, so I am happy. YouTube finally smiling. Sorry I'm late, it's been a busy day of DIPAs and burgers. This is a single hop IPA. That's alright. I don't have soft skin, I'm just big bone, says Scott. Very nice. Lidl, is this what happens when I miss a few weeks? It was circumstance, I'm afraid. But every now and again, I've never seen these in Lidl before. You can tell I'm a classy guy, I do a lot of shopping in Lidl. I've never seen that in Lidl before, so I don't know if it's like a special arrangement. Sometimes they do things on short time periods. Fishing outdoors, nice to see you. It's barely breakfast here and I'm all out of breakfast beers. Only 5%, get on the Buckfast. I was up in Glasgow a couple of weeks back and I did contemplate buying a bottle of Buckfast just for the stream, to branch out a little bit and share the beauty of the old tonic wine with the rest of the world. But yeah, I couldn't quite get around to it. The last video was interesting. Same crud at such a markup on Amazon. Yeah, so that's the reason for the last video. I thought the internet likes Temu videos. I'm going to make Temu videos, but I also don't want to just make Temu videos, as I said a couple of weeks ago. So I'm trying to scatter it in and amongst my normal fare. I've actually been filming loads this week. I just don't have a complete video yet. So obviously we've got the discus breeding. You can see them up there. So I managed to get them to spawn. I triggered a spawning and they laid the eggs. The eggs then went white and they ate them all. So we've got through that. So I've not quite got to the point where I can make a video about it. I'm slightly worried that the discus that I chose the wrong ones, and I've got 2 females in there now, because I had, when they were breeding in the main tank, they did get to wiggler stage, so they were definitely viable. I definitely had a male and a female, and it looked like they were doing the thing. One was laying eggs and one was going over them, but I'm wondering now, having reviewed the footage, whether both of them were laying eggs. So something we'll see. Where did I get to? Sorry, I missed some stuff there. What would Humphrey eat if you tried to treat him? Is he ravenous towards krill or something? He's usually ravenous towards everything, so the way that I know he's okay is I just need to go vaguely near the tank and he'll be like, oh, why? What you got? What you got? What you got? But he's not having any of it, so I've wormed him this week just in case there's a blockage or something's not going on. Something internal's going on, to see if we can get it to flush it out. Not noticed anything. He doesn't appear particularly bloated or anything. I mean, he does look bloated in that picture, but no more than usual. And I've put in all his favourite things and offered them to him. He's just not having it. I've got the CO2 in the fridge and a drill. I should just have a keg at this point. Yeah, quite right. You made $336 on one video. I did, yes. So I think that video cost me about 70 quid to buy the stuff that was in the video. So it's definitely paid for itself, that video. I'm sure you get a bump in watchers with a video about how you got your cock to get bigger without Viagra. I inflated my fish's cock. No, that might go the other way. Perfect time for pot noodle video part 2? No, definitely not. For those of you who are new here, I blame a pot noodle video that I made for my downfall. I was convinced I was going to be the next big thing in the fish tube world. Then I made a bloody video about a bloody pot noodle and it just went poof. Yeah, so I was on the rise, and then it was after a live stream as well. We were discussing, as we do randomly, weird foods, and somebody said that they made a pot noodle sandwich. I think I made a bet or something that if something happened, I would make a video about me eating a pot noodle sandwich. And as soon as I published that video, it got like 8 views, and the channel that was going subscribers and views, pot noodles. So I won't be doing that again, no. Little do a beer festival, and it's basically a means to sell hand sanitizer to grubby people. Have I seen the price of Buckfast now? Surely they haven't put the price of Buckfast up. Bucky's for breakfast, not a live stream. Whoa, you hardcore, Brian. You should try brewing your own beer. It would do really well in the fish room. I've never thought about that. Oh, maybe that's a potential Christmas present. One of those beer brewing kits, and see how we get on. Give a thumbs up to show you're having fun. I'm having fun. Thank you, FishFamLink. FishFamLink, I'm not sure if it's a person or not. I think it's a bot. Somebody claimed it was a bunch of people, but you can ask it to tell a joke and things like that, and it will do. But if you are here, I mean, have more people turned up for the live stream than usual? Not especially. If you are here and you're new, a wee like on the way... Oh dear, it's a bit gassy that beer. A wee like on the way in would be nice. I don't charge. There is a subscribe button down there. There's lots of buttons you can press. If you go and press one of those buttons, that would help. Read the discus. Glad you got the right one then. I spoke too soon. Yeah, maybe. Because we have some new people to find the OG vid, search Aquarium Adventures Miracle Water Changes. Oh yes, that was the Punami one, wasn't it? Do you still have PTSD from that incident? Very much so. Vault City did a buckfast this year, about £10 a can. What? A buckfast in a can? Sorry, be with you in a second, everyone. I'll just have to do some googling. Buckfast is a tonic wine. How do they get that in a can? Well, you can buy Buckfast miniatures. I don't even like Buckfast, I must admit. For the uninitiated, Buckfast was a drink for Neds from Glasgow. Like that's the easiest way to describe it. Yes, so this is how you activate Fish Fam Link. FFL joke fact, I think, is another one. About, as Nabokov says. Fun fact, or fun facker. It can be in bot mode, but as a group of people that run the site, I listened to the stream of one of the creators. Interesting. You'll need to tell me more on Discord. If you are new here, join the Discord server, because that's where we do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff and all that. I think Fish Fam Link was a person today and I've pissed them off. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Fish Fam Link, come back. Blue Nun's the southern equivalent of Buckfast. Evening all, evening Barry, nice to see you. We doing a quiz tonight? Of course we're doing a quiz tonight. We will do the quiz in approximately 30 minutes at 10 o'clock. Jeff Pelham's Aquatics, nice to see you, Jeff. How are we doing? Oh, Vault City. Oh, I can't see the link for some reason. I can on that one. Little face. How old am I? I am over 18. Just. Ooh. I might have to try that. Bucky, Wreck the Hoose Juice, a bottle of tonic. There are many names for the cultural phenomenon that inspired our latest high voltage beer, but we've settled on Sesh Sour. I mean, it's a unique taste, is Buckfast. When I used to live in a student house down here in Sheffield, and whenever I'd go home, I'd bring back a couple of bottles of Buckfast for the house. People, they would go mad for it. Nobody liked it, but they'd go mad for it. The old Wreck the Hoose Juice. In about 30 minutes, so yes, we will definitely do. But what I want to do first is give you an update on something. The old calendar pictures. So, every year, I say every year, it turns out it's been, for the past 2 years, I have done a charity calendar where I will sell a calendar on my website that you can purchase. It'll be about £6, give or take. I might amend that. I'm not decided on a price yet, but it'll be in there or thereabouts for what a calendar should cost. But it's for charity, so we're going to give it away. All the profits are going to go to charity. So it's printed by our friend Phil at Elite Logos for you for free. It's posted out to you by me for free, and all the costs. So all the profits are going to go into some charities. There have been 2 charities that have been suggested. So in the past, I think the first year we did the National Autistic Society, raised a couple £100 for them. Last year we did the St Martin's House Hospice, raised a couple £100 for them. This year I asked for suggestions for a more fishy slant on what we could possibly do, keep things on brand, so to speak. And there were a few suggestions, but I've settled on 2, so we're going to split it 50-50. All the profits are going to split 50-50 this year. And drum roll, please. I can't remember the name of it. Hang on. Might have to do that drum roll again in a second, because I've lost my Discord server and I've made some notes. Oh God, professional. I do this every week. You think I'd be better at it by now? Where did I write my notes? I'm an IT professional. I know how to use technology. I'm not just randomly scrolling through my messages. Let's talk amongst yourselves. I kind of know, but I'm afraid I'm going to mangle the words up because I've got early onset dementia. Right. I was right. So, charity number 1 is going to be the Freshwater Life Project. So, I'm now going to read the About section of the website to you. The Freshwater Life Project was created by a small team of independent researchers with the commitment to protect and preserve inland aquatic habitats all around the world. Our mission is to implement tangible measures to conserve wetlands, lakes, rivers and other inland aquatic habitats so that we may have a healthy future for freshwater biodiversity. Basically, there's a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of projects to better the aquatic industry, the aquatic fish keeping hobby. Even some of them are hobbyists, and just the environment as well. So Chris Inglezu, you might have heard of. He has a YouTube channel, has made some videos, goes around doing various things, fishy projects. Go on the website yourself. It says the Freshwater Life Project. You can see what projects they're working on at the moment. And it's quite a diverse range of projects. So I've spent some time looking into what they've done in the past, what they're doing now, and that is the first bunch that we're going to help. And how much we help them is down to you, because you have to buy the calendar. The second is... I can't find the website now. There we go. The second is your friend and mine, Dr. Awesome himself, the Amazon Research Centre for Ornamental Fishes. I've been on, so it's Dr. Anthony Maserol. I've been on his channel. He has had me on to talk about my channel. I need to get him on here to talk about his channel and his project. So I will try and get that set up. I've been meaning to do it for months, and I'm a terrible person and useless at everything. So this is, again, you can see lots of here. They're working on conservation, education, research and infrastructure. are doing multiple projects, have been doing for a number of years now. You can go onto his channel and watch his interview with me or anyone else and find out lots more about it. But they are the two that I've chosen, and I'm in charge, so that's that. So stick. Hopefully you're alright with that, but that's what we're going to do. In terms of... Oh look, Humphrey's swimming around again. See, he's waking up. Wonder if I should try and feed him. So that's where we come to you. So what you need to do is go on my website, bookmark it, keep an eye out. I will be submitting the pictures to Phil very shortly, probably on Sunday this week, because I'm going away tomorrow. Might take a couple of weeks to get printed, but as soon as I get... In fact, I might even put it up for pre-orders. Put it on the website. I'll click the subscribe button and I'll make an announcement on my channel as soon as they're ready to be ordered. It's just a good thing. So it's helped. It's helped charities. It's in the past it's done well. There's nothing in it for me. I get nothing out of this other than the warm fuzzy feeling of knowing that I'm doing a good thing. So these are charities that, as well as helping the fish and the aquatic hobby, they help people, because it's the people that are working in these areas as well. The conservation of fish has such more wide-ranging benefits than just stopping people mistreating fish or something like that. So these are good causes. I think these will be useful donations. I'm not going to be able to donate thousands. I'm not big enough. I'm not going to get that many calendars to sell that many. But it all helps. That's all I can say. Right, so there you go. I've done my sales pitch. Right, sorry. I haven't been reading the chat because I can't handle more than one screen at a time and I'm useless, but there you go. Gin's really trying. Riddle! Knock knock! Nobody's playing. I must have pissed them off then. I would love to send you on an adventure hunt to find something from Stone. They do have some circulation in the EU, but it's about as West Coast IPA as exists. Is West Coast IPA the one I don't like though? $7.95 a tin. Oh, did I completely gloss over the price of that thing? Jesus! Yes, $7.95 a tin. No, can't be. It is. 10.5% as well. Well, I probably only need one. I'm seeing lots of YouTube channels sponsored by Beer 52 these days. Maybe I could reach out to them. I still need to take you for a proper beer sesh. I know. Educate me in your ways. Our triple on a night out was MD 2020 rather than Bucky. That was my tipple of choice, I must admit. That, Merrydown, Thunderbirds. Now we're talking. Yeah, I didn't really like Bucky. $35 to $40 a can. Wow. Right, so I'm miles behind on the chat. Let's see if I can catch up, because I want to show you the pictures that we're going to use before we move on to the quiz. Graham, you should totally use those awesome video, I can't say that word, videography. No, because video's got the O in it. And ography, that would be videography. Videography. You know when you say a word too many times and it starts to lose its... I don't know. And do a fancy calendar reveal to highlight the charities and the effort. Definitely in the plan. There will be a main channel video about the calendar, talking about why I picked the projects. I haven't told them, so it's not like I'm in cahoots with them or anything. I hope they'll be happy about it. But yeah, I was going to do a video just going through, this is what the calendar is, this is the charities, these are why I picked the charities, that's why I think they're a good charity, and then we'll hopefully highlight it a little bit better. Especially as I seem to be getting a bit of popularity now, so hopefully we'll get a few more sales. Perfect charities, good. I'm glad. I was a bit worried that somebody would go, "Oh, not them. You do know the work of the devil." Glad to be supporting freshwater conservation projects. Good, good. I agree with your choices, and I'm also doing a fundraiser for Doc Awesome. Excellent, June. Tell us more about it. Stick your finger in the tank. Yeah, that is his favourite food. Let's give that a try. Thinking about it. Nah, I'd have bitten one of them off by then. He's getting better, he's getting better. Aquarium delirium. I really like saying that. Aquarium delirium. I wasn't sure about the doc at first. He was talking about eating oysters. Well, they eat discus, and that's my favourite food. I always remember because there's a... in fact, there's a bunch of people have done it now, but it was Chen's discus here in the UK. I can't get comfy. My chair's all buggered up. Used to do trips to the Amazon, and sometimes they take a couple of people or whatever, and the first time he documented it all, and it was the look of horror on their face as they turned up to get onto the boat in the Amazon. They had everyone was having a pre-boat ride snack, and it was all a discus just getting fried up over a fire. It's like Adam Greaves says, so I've just picked up 4 discus. They seem to be settled in fine and eating okay. Any tips? I used to have them about 10 years ago, but I've just got back into the hobby. Hey, if they've settled in fine and they're eating okay, you're obviously doing the right thing. So keep with it. I would... I'm going to bore you to tears and say I would get a couple more, because they prefer to be in larger groups. But if they're happy, you're doing it. It's all the basic stuff. Go and have a look on my... I'll do my salesman thing. Go and have a look on my channel. I've got lots of discus basics tips. I've even got a discus playlist on my channel that goes through the basics to some of the more specific things about what they like, what they don't like, what works, what doesn't work. But eating and settled, you're doing something right. You should set up a Just Giving drive for the non-UK people that want to support, unless you're doing a non-UK calendar this year too. I'm not doing a non-UK calendar because it is too damn expensive for international postage. If any international viewers really want a calendar and are happy to cover the cost of the postage, then by all means we will do that. I will also be doing a Just Giving page for this, because we did that the last couple of years, and about... I think it was a quarter to a third of the money we raised was just through the Just Giving page, because people either don't want a calendar, can't get a calendar, couldn't care less about the calendar, but are happy to support the cause. So we've got a good few donations that way. So I'll cover all that in the video that will come out about it. Fish Fam Links, got the jokes are coming in thick and fast. Why did the fish hate the computer? It had too many bites. I asked him, this is Dr. Awesome, he said I misunderstood. People there do eat Oscars, but not him. Yeah. What did the fish say to the scuba diver? You're invading my space. Don't get that one. What fish is a computer whiz? Answer, a data fish. Data fish? Sorry, Fish from like, please forgive me. I thank you. I'm grateful for everything you do. You're just rubbish at jokes. Great choices on the causes. Could there be any way to pay what you feel is worth above the minimum? Oh, maybe. But I think if I set up the Just Giving page as well and you buy a calendar and want to give more, then you can go and make a donation on the Just Giving page. Right. 9:45. I'm going to do a quick scan and then I'm going to show you some of the pictures and see what you can get for your money. I don't know what's going on between Only Oscars and Nabokov fan. Is there some chat I can't see? All those concussions. Oh, the fish. Right. I get it. He does have a big cock. What are you talking about? Hello from Aberdeen. Just recently subbed. Watched a few of your uploads. Nice to catch you live. Thank you for joining us. It's Mau. If you hang around for another 15 minutes, you can join in the quiz and you might win some stuff. Yeah, the discus, they were wild discus, but obviously they were wild discus. They were caught out the Amazon fucking River, Graham, you idiot. Yeah, and it was like half a dozen in a pan, serve them up, half a dozen in a pan, and I'm like, if I was to buy them, I'd be paying hundreds of pounds each. Right. Aquarium Adventures, are there any guppies in the calendar? There are not any guppies in the calendar, I do apologise. Will I be able to get a calendar here in California? I'll have a think about this. So there's a few of you in the US. I wonder if we can set up an arrangement where we have like a distribution point. So if I take orders and I get 10 orders, if I send them out, if I send 10 at once, that's probably going to be a little bit more economical to someone in the US who can then send them out to... I'll have a think about it. It's not quite as bad for these because they go in as a large letter rather than a parcel, so I'll double check before we get to release date. But here we go. I'm just going to show you a quick preview of what's almost certainly going to be on the calendar. Haven't decided the months yet. I'll just move me out the way. That'll be easier. Let me just resize this a little bit so as we can... kind of fits. So, got all the pictures and I've added this little tag down at the bottom. So you can have a bit of credit for who took the picture. Got 2 Blue Phantoms. I think we might be Blue Phantom heavy. So, Scott, if you're listening, the one that you took... In fact, let me find it. Sorry, bear with me, everyone. Calendar 24. Finalists. Oh, I've deleted it now. The one that you took before of your tank with all the hardscape and the fish in the background, kind of low looking up at the top. Have another go at one of them. See if you can get a nice, clear, sharp one of those. Send that to me, and I might replace this one with that, if that makes sense. Because I do like this photo, but I preferred the other one. So we've got that one. We've got this one, Black Schultzy Corridorus by Jeff, aka Nabokov Fan. We've got this one, the Bosemani Rainbow from Paul. We've got this one, the Bucktooth Tetra from me. We've got this one, the Giant Gourami, Brian. You'd have made it into the calendar, Brian. Just not under guppies. By me. We've got this one, where I forgot to add the tag, but that's also by me. I might take this one out and put in a different discus picture. We've got this one, the Barred Silver Dollar. Good old Humphrey. The Fahaka Puffer. The Rotkeel Severum. The Other Blue Phantom by Adam. The Suspicious Duplicarius Corridorus from John. There's some argument on Discord over whether that is what they are or not, but I think it's just because of the way the photo's been taken. It might have muted the colours. And then we've got good old Gordon, the Emperor Snakehead by me. So we've got 13 pictures, one for each month and one for the cover. I'm going to leave it up to Phil to order them and what month gets what. And hopefully everyone will like it. And that's what it is. 10 minutes into the quiz. 9 minutes to the quiz. I need to go back. For the US, just do a digital desktop style one. Maybe. Yeah. Take this conversation on Discord. There might be some ideas I haven't thought of. We'll see what we can figure out. Got to run to pick up the puffers. The puppers. Have fun with the quiz. We will try. June has to be an Oscar. I have got a nice Oscar picture. But I wanted to do a mix of my pictures and a mix of your pictures. So I think we've kind of got somewhere. A happy medium. Sorry, was teaching... I'm back. Sorry, I was teaching my daughters how to shoot a bow. That's the most American thing I've ever heard. My 12-year-old hit the bullseye first shot at 40 foot. Wow. Well done. The serrations on the dorsal fin indicate Duplicarius, right? I don't know. So that was basically the question that I was asking on the Discord service, was because when I Google that, the thing that I think's confusing here is I think this colour needs to be a lot redder, oranger. So it could be a couple. I'm not sure. I'm no expert, so we probably have to get onto Planet Catfish or consult a proper expert to see. Pardon me. But that's what the owner said they were called, so we're going with that. 11-year-old. They've made her a year older. Did you see the one of the epistle? I did. If the surface movement isn't as dramatic, I just like that shot. I really like that scape that you've got in that tank. Just to show everyone what we're talking about. It was one of these ones, wasn't it? That I now can no longer find, obviously. Yeah, it was like this. I really like that. As a concept of a photo, I like the framing of it, I like the angle, I like the fact that there's lots of little fish swimming around and it's just the hardscape. I just like that picture. I thought that looked good. Right, 5 minutes to the quiz, so let's do some quiz prep, Graham, before you forget and screw it all up again like normal, you big fat idiot. Time limit 30 seconds, confirm 20 questions. We have 20 questions, that's always good. Save set 135. Just talking amongst myself now. So I'm going to post a link into the chat any second now. Oh, here's the music. I'll turn the music down for now. And I'll find the chat window. There's the chat ID. So click that link. That'll take you to the lobby. Grab yourself your name and thumbnail of choice. Avatar of choice, even. It sounds like it's time to send the 11-year out on her own now. Ready for full independence. On a homemade bow too. Wow. I've posted a few photos. Well, today is the last day to post photos, so I'm probably not going to add any more, but if you want to get on Discord, you've got until midnight, so you've got 2 hours to put your photos in. There might be space for 1, maybe 2. Otherwise, it's going to be the ones you saw earlier. Need to run to the potty. TMI, Brian. Pre-quiz nerves or the beer, not sure. It could be either. So we've got 13 of us. Let's go and have a look. Uh-oh, look, it's broke. It always does this. I was hosting. Why you stopped me hosting? Right, we're going to have to try again because this stupid freaking thing. Sorry everyone, let's kick this out. New link. I'll not touch anything else. Hopefully it won't die on us. Nuclear Humper's in. Stephen P's in. So we've got 3 minutes before we start. Now is the time to run to the little boy's room or grab a tasty snack or beverage. I shall do just that. Second of my little specials, we've got Loch Lomond Brewery's Zoom Time Session NEIPA. Session NEIPA Northeast, New England IPA it was, wasn't it? Amarillo, Galaxy and Mosaic hops, passion fruit and peach aromas with citrus fruit and pineapple flavour. A sweet, juicy finish. Sounds good. And it's from Loch Lomond, so it's bound to be better if it's Scottish. I've just noticed the address on it. Canned by Loch Lomond Brewery, Block 2, in Vale of Leave Industrial Estate, Dumbarton. I love how Dumbarton's always claiming to be Loch Lomond. Nothing against anyone from Dumbarton, but it ain't Loch Lomond. It's a lighter colour, this one. Aquarium Adventure Beer Reviews. It's more akin to what I'm used to. And can I see through it? Doesn't smell of anything again. Maybe it's just me, I can't smell anything. It's fresh, juicy. But I'll be buggered if I can smell passion fruit, peach, or pineapple, or taste any of those things. Right, we've got 20 people. I think it's time to dial up the music and get going. 21! Quick, got a couple of seconds if you want to get in. Remember, this is a fastest finger first type deal. Screwed that up as well, haven't I? The faster you're correct, the better chance you've got. I'm going to try not to break it, people. There we go. Good luck, everyone. Let's go! What is the largest desert on Earth? Is it the Sahara, the Gobi, Antarctic, or Atacama? Forgot how much I missed the regular music after having the Halloween music on for so long. It is, of course, the Antarctic, the largest desert in the world. You all fell for my plans of the Sahara. Schoolboy errors by everyone except Not Christine, Juggler, and Sma73. What is the capital city of Canada? Edmonton, Montreal, Toronto, or Ottawa? What do we think? I've done one for my North American chums because I quite often do UK-centric questions, of which there will be some tonight, but, you know, I'll give you one. It's Ottawa. I did not know that, I'm afraid to admit. Not Christine, making an early lead. Skunk corridorus are known by which proper name? Is it Arcuatus, Aeneas, Julie, or Trilineatus? I might have misspelled one of those. One for the true fishy people. Silver Creek says we disassociate Canada from the US. I did say North America. Arcuatus. Arcuatus, don't know. So, if you had been on Discord today, you might know that, because that was one of the things we discussed. So there you go. A reason to join the Discord server. Link in the description. Farthest Wanker is an anagram of fresh fish tanks, wet nets fish, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or freshwater tank. I say again, now that we're into hour 1 of the stream and I won't get blacklisted for it. Farthest Wanker is an anagram of what? And yes, I spent a lot of time messing around on an anagram maker. It is freshwater tank. Well done. Oh, Who? What is the highest rank in the British Army? Is it Field Marshal, General, Brigadier, or Major General? In your opinion, is Mexico part of North America, or are you wrong? I thought Mexico was part of North America. I thought Mexico was the last stop of North America. Or do people say it's South America because they speak Spanish? It is, of course, Field Marshal. Which one of these is not associated with aquascaping? Umami, tweezers, hardscape, iwagumi. Some people say Mexico is Central America. I heard Central America was more like a political region than a geographical region. I don't know. I forgot what the question was, but the answer was umami. Central America isn't a continent. Yes, I think that's kind of what I was trying to say. What type of fish is this? Is it a tetra, a coolie loach, a zebra danio, or a guppy? One for Brian, says Juggler. Brian, if you don't get this one right. It's very nice, this. It's going down rather well. Rather too well. Well done, everybody. It was a guppy. See, I told you there would be easy ones. 1.3 seconds from Shadow, that one. Well done. Question 8. Where have nearly a third of all shark attacks on humans in history been located? Is it Belgium, Hawaii, South Africa, or Florida? Give you a clue, it's not Belgium. It was Florida. I thought it was South Africa as well, but no. South Africa's not even second. Well done, Liam. Mona Lisa, nice to see you in the top as well. You don't know why I'm putting on headphones? A lyre-tail fish is named so because of the resemblance to a what? I.e., what is a lyre? Is it a woodworking joint, a musical instrument, a decorative stonework, or a vegetable? I thought this was an easy one, and then everyone I asked today had no idea what a lyre was. It's a musical instrument. It's a type of harp. It's kind of like a harp. Just looks like that. Hence, lyre tail. Which is the fastest animal? A cheetah, a sailfish, a marlin, or a peregrine falcon? Did you know that Florida was actually translated to Land of Flowers? Now that you say it, I think I've heard that before, but I wouldn't have been able to answer the question if you had asked it. I will use that in a future quiz. And it truly will be a fastest finger first event. It is, of course, the peregrine falcon. juggler's making a bit of a run for it. Someone's going to need to catch him. It's down to J&J and Shadow, I think. Maybe Christine. Glenn Maxwell scored a Cricket World Cup record 201 runs this week. Which side does he play for? England, Netherlands, Australia, or South Africa? I heard it on the news. I'm not a big cricket fan. I don't know. That's Australia. Lots of non-cricket fans here as well, obviously. What was the former occupation of actor Jason Statham? Was he a boxer, a footballer, a diver, or a driver? That almost rhymes. Unintentionally. Lutes and Lyres, the bard-only version of D&D. He was a diver. Not Olympic, but Commonwealth diver. Possibly. I might have added the word Olympic there for no reason. What causes more death per year? Fireworks, constipation, taking a selfie, or shark attacks? What is the most dangerous thing out of those four options? Is needing a poo more life-limiting than fireworks? A diver? Yes, a diver. It's taking a selfie. 246 people per year die taking selfies, I think it was. What branch of the armed forces was James Bond associated with? The Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, or the Air Force? Thought that the Coast Guard is a branch of the armed forces. But to the earlier question, a diver, yes, a diver, like in the Olympics and stuff, divers. I can think of no other way to describe a diver than diver. He was in the Navy. He was a commander in the Navy. "14 questions in and a healthy 50-point lead for Juggler, nearly. The Blue Phantom Pleco is known by which L number? Nice picture of a Blue Phantom Pleco there that I've reused from the calendar. What L number is the Blue Phantom Pleco? According to the website I looked at. I wrote this question, I can't remember the answer. I'm going to say 128. Brian with a 2-second answer there, well done. How many people have walked on the moon? This isn't a question designed to weed out the crackpots here. I've got to figure out who answered 0 to this one. Zero, 9, 24 or 12. How many people have walked on the moon? It's 12. Well done, 4 people. The 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month is known as what in the UK? Is it Armistice Day, Veterans Day, Poppy Day, or Remembrance Sunday? It is, of course, Armistice Day. Technically, Poppy Day would be right as well, because people do call it that. It's not Remembrance Sunday, because it's not always a Sunday. Well done, Mal. Did you know Veterans Day used to be called Armistice Day until you decided to add a bunch more wars? How many pawns on a chessboard? 8, 16, 24 or 12? Fishy clickbait? I'll have none of that. Massive cock right there. What are you on about? There are, of course, 16. Now, technically, there are 8 and 12 as well, because you can't have 16 without having 8 and 12, but, you know, I think you know what I mean. 300 points for Juggler. It's going to be hard to catch in these next 2 questions. If 71% is the answer, what is the question? How many shark attacks are fatal? How much of the human body is water? How many people who watch my videos don't subscribe? How much of the planet's surface is covered by water? There are 2 correct answers here. Planet surface covered by water, and people that don't subscribe after watching my videos. Final question. Here we go. What is the chemical formula for water? This is the fastest finger first one, hopefully. Is it HO? Is it H2O2? Is it HO2? Or is it H2O? Paul McCarthy, nice to see you. It is, of course, H2O, not HO2. Final standings, J&J third, not Christine second, but the very obvious Juggler in first place. Well done, Juggler. Congratulations on another fantastic win. Well done, Scott, on making it halfway through before losing the thread. Congratulations. As always, Juggler, you know the routine by now. Having won multiple times, send me an email just as a reminder for me to send you a thing, and I will get straight onto it within 1 to 2 working months. Let's have a look and see how we all did. 52%. That's what we're after. Yes. Right, I'm going to do a poll in a minute as to whether we should do really easy questions. Because I get that some of those, they're a guess. Some of those you have to know or don't know. But would you like simple questions like a picture of an Oscar, and the options are, what is this fish? Is it an Oscar, a guppy, that kind of thing? Or are you happy with the hardness as it is? I guess what I'm asking there is, would you rather it was more of a a fastest finger first type thing, or more of a in-depth knowledge type thing, or a bit of both with some luck mixed in? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this is also a first, I think. Juggler, 17 questions correct. The person who answered most questions correctly won. I don't think that's ever happened before. Oh no. Straight underneath. Christine. Sorry, Christine. Very sorry. Directly underneath. 90% correct. Not Christine. And didn't win. That's obviously we're a bit too slow. But look at that. 17 and 18 questions. 16, 17, 18. That is a good tally. Most people get, I think usually we get about 14 correct. So well done all you. JC Van Dan gave up. As did the many Liam Cottons. But you kept going there. Got 110 points. Well done everyone. Well done everyone. Big face. That's the question we all want to know. Well done, juggler, but did Brian beat his wife? Not in the Stella Artois way, as in, did he win at the quiz better than his wife did? Liam did shite. That was funny, I kept reading them wrong. There is an element of reading, so I do feel like I am discriminating against the dyslexics and people who are not the fastest readers, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've had that complaint a few times that it's a reading test sometimes if the questions are too long. But I also include short questions, so I try and do it a little bit different. Stuart Brewing, another little special. New England IPA. Is it New England? Did we decide that or not? I can't remember now. What is in IPA? It is New England, right? Thank you. So we've got the Stuart Brewing Company, 5.3%. Ooh, dangerous. Another Scottish one. They're all Scottish. Slanjiva, everyone. I was robbed as there a time. Oh dear. I need to find a way to do like a live quiz where I read out the questions. Because by the time I've read them out and you hear it, you've already answered them, I think. I think that's how it works anyway. Yes, I'm a bad loser. It's fine just the way it is, just less cans. So that's the poll. I mean, I'll try the poll, shall we? I mean, even just as a one-off. So I'll start the poll. Easy quiz week. Should we do one with just easy questions, and then it's just about getting in there and getting answered quickly? Who knows? I got over 200. 200 is often a winning score. I mean, it's just showing off now with 300. I mean, that's just a bit taking the piss, really. So 346 points got first, 283 points got second, and 283 points answered more questions correctly. Brian says, yes, I came before Susan. She will be disappointed. Well done, everyone. Got the dogs. Good, good. Liam did shite. I picked constipation. It's pretty close. So, I can't. I've not got the website open anymore, but I think it was something like 276 people died taking a selfie. 250 people died of constipation. It's like 6 people died of shark attack. Tim was distracted by a sausage sandwich delivered. That is not a euphemism. At 21:58, you just can't get the staff these days. Yeah. You pick constipation. I hope you wash your hands. I can't see any writing in that poll. Have I done it wrong? Easy quiz week. Yes or no? It's basically, do you want a week off of the trickier questions and just some nice simple ones? An easy quiz, then a cheesy quiz. Yeah, maybe we could have like themed quiz nights. I thought the anagram question was Father Fish. Need more quizzes about Graham. That's the only one I've ever won. Well, I could do that one day, I suppose. What's my mother's maiden name? What's my first pet's name? You could all steal my identity. So, hopefully you enjoy the quiz. I enjoy the quiz. I'd like to play in the quiz sometimes, but it's fun to make. It takes me way longer to make a quiz than you think it should do. Jean-Claude Van Damme quiz. Oh, I wanted to get a Jean-Claude Van Damme question in tonight, but I couldn't figure out how to phrase it, so I'm just going to share this Jean-Claude Van Damme news with everyone. Here you go, Jean-Claude Van Damme news. Jean-Claude Van Damme's daughter is fighting Dolph Lundgren's daughter in the MMA. In the MMA? Did I just sound like a really old person? In MMA. In the octagon. That's a thing. I had no idea. I had no idea either of them had daughters. I had no idea they're fighting each other. Rumoured to be, I should probably put in caveat. But yeah. They apparently are good friends and training partners and have decided to put on a fight. How much does she look like Dolph Lundgren? I mean, I can't say she looks particularly like Jean-Claude Van Damme other than being brunette. But yeah, that could be Dolph Lundgren. So there you go. I couldn't figure out how to make a question that didn't have 5,000 words in it, so... The winner gets to choose a random theme for next week's quiz. Oh, that could also be dangerous, but maybe a theme where there's like 5 questions that we ask, rather than the whole quiz being themed. Yeah, maybe. Cheesiest movie quotes quiz. Christmas quiz? A thing to do with a Christmas quiz? We could definitely have a Christmas quiz. A Christmas quiz, well, that's hard for me to say. Pardon me. Oh, what's this? I've been sent something. So Jeff has sent me the periodic table of beer. And I've just got to stare at this for a while trying to understand it. I don't get it. Hover over each square to see a full beer name. So these are the best beers in each category, each different type, based on what they won. But that's just an image, so I can't see it. Oh, you need to send me the actual thing, because then I can't click on it. Pardon me. I share my birthday with Sting. We've had a bit of a do, a da planned. This deserves one of these. Was the daughter with Dolphin and Bridget Nielsen might be some long legs there? Oh yeah, I'm not sure who the mum was. I haven't researched it that far. I just thought, what? Dolph Lundgren's daughter is fighting Jean-Claude Van Damme's daughter? A reptile-related quiz? We could definitely throw in some reptile questions. Is anyone trying to rig the quiz for their own benefit by any chance there, Tim? If you have a movie... If you have a movie quiz question, then Rebecca will strike. She would just lose badly. Whose daughter? Yes. Right. I like that idea where we have a theme that we announce in advance. And not all questions are going to be about that, but it's something that we can say, like, 5 questions next week are going to be about meh, and it's whatever the winner of the quiz picks. Yep, new rule. Instigated now. Juggler, get thinking. What do you want the theme of next week's quiz to be? It could be movie quotes, it could be cheese, it could be Christmas, it could be reptiles, it could be anything, like a mastermind type situation, whatever your specialist subject is, or a specialist subject. If it would qualify as a mastermind specialist subject, that's not easy to say, then you can have it. Yeah, it could be a Geordie quiz. It could be flowers. A theme in advance, yes. You've got until the end of the stream to pick. If you don't pick, we'll give it to the second place. I'm thinking this through. That's not going to work. Yeah, you have to announce. We'll refine this over the next few weeks. the economics of South Africa between the years 1919 and 1923. You sure? Because I will do that. I will spend the next week researching the economics of South Africa between the years 1919 and 1923. And I will find or make up 5 questions about that. So, maybe the mastermind analogy was a bad one. Movie quotes is the real answer. Right. Do you want to be more specific than that? Do you want to 80s movies quotes, or movies quotes before the year 2000, or after the year 2000, or just movies quotes? I'm happy with any of those. If I made them up, we wouldn't know. I wouldn't make them up. I would thoroughly research them. Right, I'm ending the poll. So there's definitely... people are happy to have an easy quiz week. So next week, we're going to have 5 easy questions, 5 movie quotes questions, and 10 normal questions that I make up about random crap. There you go. Go away, spend the next week watching every movie going, memorising the quotes within. I'm trying to think of how I can do that. So I might do... Yeah, okay, right, I think I've got something. I might do some tenuous links where we have which actor said this movie quote, or what film is this movie quote from, or... Yeah, I can work with that. Oh, we've got an even more specific... Right, I like this. 80s comedies. I like it. Right, there will be a minimum of 5 questions in next week's quiz about 80s comedies. And there will be a minimum of 10 easy questions. I wonder. We might give away a good prize as well. Okay, I hesitate to use the word good, but I have been sent a Huger remote control LED aquarium light, but it's a fancy one. It's the one that costs like 70 odd quid to review. And I find myself flush for lights at the moment. So I'm going to review this in a video in the next few days, and maybe I'll use that as the prize for next week. But then that's unfair on the UK, on the non-UK people, because I'm not sending it to America. Well, think about these things. I've had 3 beers now. I could be talking nonsense. But we're definitely going to do 80s comedies, movie quotes, 10 easy questions, 5 normal questions. I'm even going to write a note to myself to remind myself, and that's what we're going to do. Right. You should go to the library and the archives of newspapers and steal crossword questions for one quiz, like random ones from different years and stuff. Good. Commando is a comedy to me. What you do with him, let him go as Arnie lets go of the guys. Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a comedy film, though, is it? It's meant to be an action film. Okay, I might be a little bit loose with the comedies, but no, I think I could probably stick with the comedies. Commando's... I watched Commando not that long ago. It's terrible. In terms of... it's great, but terrible. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. Has anybody watched the... So I've watched a few documentaries this week on... Watched the Sylvester Stallone one that's on Netflix. Watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger one that's on Netflix. I'm thinking of changing my Jean-Claude Van Damme questions over to one of those two now. Because I think we've going to run out of things to say about Jean-Claude Van Damme. There's lots more I could say about Sylvester Stallone. Love Sylvester Stallone. Just want to get that in there early. I think he's great. I think he got a bad rap. People think he is Rocky, where he's not Rocky. Used to love Arnie, went off him a bit. I think I'm starting to get back in. But the Sylvester Stallone documentary, if you don't know anything about him and think he's just a big dumb guy, definitely watch that. It's worth it. It's very, very enlightening. Best 80s comedy, Kelly LeBrock in the shower and Weird Science. Yeah, there's many films in the 80s that just wouldn't get made these days. Definitely should do some Sylvester Stallone. Extremely intriguing human because of all the stories he is. I think he's fantastic. Lots of the decisions he's made as well about like literally when he wrote Rocky, he was on the breadline and he was offered, I think, $250,000 to sell it but not to be in it, and he just knew that was the wrong thing and stuck to his guns, and it is what he is today because of all that. But yeah, it's great. I'm not going to just sit here and regale the plot of said documentary. I will say go and watch it. It's great fun. I'm sure he's got brain damage from doing all the Rocky seasons himself. Yeah, well, he talks about this in the documentary that there's one of the Rockies is with Mr. T, who kicked the shit out of him. But no, I think he's even now at 70 odd years old, he's very switched on. Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks. I don't think I've seen that one. I can't think of it. Doesn't ring a bell. He's one intelligent guy. He acts, directs, writes. He wrote Rocky. If it wasn't for his dislocated jaw, he would talk right. Yeah, Rocky, he wrote that entire thing. And then went on to make some really good business decisions about how to protect the franchise and all that kind of stuff. But his funny thing was about, it's a birth defect. It was like forceps when he was pulled out as a baby. Do I think a pair of electric blue rams would do well in a discus tank? 150 gallons, 30 gallon sump. Probably. I've never kept electric blue rams with discus, but I have kept German blue rams with discus and Bolivian rams with discus. And if anything, the rams were the problem. So when they started to breed, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen, where you got these two tiny little fish compared to the discus commandeering 3/4 of the tank, because when they decide to breed, become ridiculously aggressive. All the discus giving it, no, okay, sorry. And these two rams like, Urgh. So it's plenty big space-wise. It's, yeah, it should be okay. I don't see why not. Lebo, I'm from Philly. Stallone did a lot of drugs. People doing lots of drugs gets a bad rap. Should do. Can't think of a reason why not. John Belushi's in Bachelor Party. He doesn't appear in the cast list. Are you thinking about what's that film called that I'm thinking about? Where they're in the togas and stuff. Oh god, now I'm going to have to Google that. Animal House. Brian just pinged me to say he's revising all week now, watching Porky's. There'll be 0 Porky's questions. Animal House. That was indeed Animal House. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, there's loads of... I'm going to enjoy next week rewatching lots of 80s comedies. I'll try and not be obscure and give some actual answerable questions rather than weird and wonderful stuff. But yeah, we'll do that. Right, we've got about 15 minutes left if my bladder lasts that long. I guess I should do a little bit of admin. If you want some fish food or some Aquarium Adventures, I'm not wearing it, but Aquarium Adventures merch like a t-shirt or a hat or anything like that, get on aquariumadventures.co.uk for all your fish food needs. If you like this kind of thing, come back next week. Don't subscribe to the channel because the rest of the channel's not like this. If you're interested in fishy videos, some of which are slightly humorous or educational or entertaining in some ways, click the subscribe button. That's all I can ask. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I hope I haven't put you off by sharing this podcast. But there's buttons all over the place. If you want to click a button, click a button. Definitely come back next week for the 80s movie night quiz. I did say at least 5 questions, didn't you? I watched The Goonies last night. That was one of the ones I was thinking of. As was Blazing Saddles. Oh, is that the 70s? No. It is 74. It's not even near. Ugh. I've got a few. I'm not going to give any more giveaways now, but I've got a few that have immediately come to life. To life. Dino, 1878, koi fish for the win. I don't have any koi fish, Dino. I'm sorry, that's the one thing I'm missing. Do you know, maybe when I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll definitely build a koi pond. It's my promise to you. I'm into koi, but I'll sub anyway. Thanks, Dean. I love Blazing Saddles. Mel Brooks is film comedy genius. He is. Very much so. Goldwater Aquatics is streaming after this stream, so in about 10 minutes time. I guess the clocks have sorted themselves out now. I'm going to have to check what films are actually from the 80s. Caddyshack. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. That was one of the first films I remember seeing from a hooky VHS when you go on holiday, and the Lucky Man are all selling the VHSs. Ferris Bueller, Weekend at Bernie's, Three Amigos, Beetlejuice, Trading Places, Airplane, Teen Wolf, Short Circuit, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That was in the 80s. My God, in 1989. Wow. Stripes, I like that one. Beverly Hills Cop, The Goonies, Crocodile Dundee, Princess Bride. These were all 80s. Ghostbusters, Spaceballs, another Mel Brooks one. Monty Python's The Meaning of Life was 1983. Wow. Right, so there's plenty to pick from. Right, to give you a further clue, I'm going to go off. If you Google imdb.com, the best 100 comedies of the 80s, they'll be from that list. And wow. Sorry, I had to say wow. The 100 best comedies of the 80s. Number 1 is Airplane. Now, I love Airplane because I think it's ridiculous. And it's one of the ones I used to watch over and over and over again. It's got some brilliant slapstick. But would I put that at number 1 best comedy of the 80s? Definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it. But whether you think it's the first number 1 video of the 80s, I don't know. Blues Brothers, love. Caddyshack, loved it. 95, Smoking the Bandit, loved those Smoking the Bandit films, but they don't age well. Cannonball Run, like that. Stripes, like that. Easy Money, I don't think I've seen that one. 48 Hours, seen that. Airplane 2, Toy, Christmas Story, Mr. Mum, National Lampoons, Trading Places, great film. There's Bachelor Party, number 16, Beverly Hills Cop. Police Academy, I've forgotten all about the Police Academy films. Back to the Future. Right, so, I'm not just going to read this list of 100 films at you, but that's going to be my frame of reference. Three Amigos is amazing. I love the Three Amigos. There's been so many movies made that are basically just the Three Amigos, but in modern version. And now I can't remember any of them, but there's one I watched recently. What was it? It was with the guy from Adam Sandler films. Kevin James. He's like a spy writer, and he gets mistaken for the actual spy. There's another one with brain failing. But yeah, it's a premise. The Three Amigos was the first time I saw that premise, and then I kept noticing it in other films. Early 90s has some greats to it. It did indeed. Maybe that can be the next week. So you have to win next week to then call the next week's quiz. Spaceballs, yeah, I did like Spaceballs. The first Police Academy film was good. Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've watched any of them, to be honest. But I remember the first Police Academy was good. Was it like 2, 3, and 4 were a bit crap? 5 was good. Then 6 was bad, or it was weird like that. They had some proper funny films and some proper horrible films, but I can't remember which one was which. Revenge of the Nerds, or Needs. I suppose that's meant to be nerds. Right, now we're just talking about films. Last couple of minutes, I haven't got any questions that you want to talk about. Otherwise, all I'm going to do is give you a recommendation to go along and watch the Cold Water Aquatics stream, which usually falls on directly after this. We've been a bit screwed up the last couple of weeks because of the time changes and stuff, but it should be on just after this. Jump in, say hello, say you've been watching Aquarium Adventures and I sent you over. It's always nice to feel like a little bit of love from the rest of the fish fam. If you're here and you haven't clicked that subscribe button, what are you even playing at? Get your act together. Come on. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Click that subscribe button down below. If you want to join the channel, you get access to a load of extra emojis. You get a discount code for aquariumadventures.co.uk where you can buy some fish food, some merch, some good stuff like that. But just go and watch another video. If you can think of nothing else to do, just go and watch one of my videos. I will be eternally grateful, because that's also free. But for the last couple of minutes, I'm going to open the floor to any questions from the floor. What do you want to know? What do you want to ask me? They definitely did get away with stuff back then. A lot of these films, like Smokey and the Bandit, you could not make that these days. Not with the language they use anyway. Agreed. Sequels are rarely, if ever, better than the original. I mean, there have been a few. Star Wars? Godfather? If you're a martial arts enthusiast, I strongly urge you to check out a movie by Tony Jaa called Ong Bak Seen On Bak, The Thai Warrior. Or was that a different one? Sorry while I Google this. Yeah, Ong Bak with Tony Jaa. There's a few of them. The Muay Thai Warrior, The Beginning, and then Ong Bak 3. What was that other film that was like a Korean film? It got remade in the Western cinema. One of the most amazing fight scenes I've ever seen. Can't remember. Michael Winslow's voice talent is amazing. Right, this is another thing that's going to get me demonetized or struck. But Michael Winslow, right? This is your homework. Google Michael Winslow Led Zeppelin. He does like it's like Michael Parkinson or some kind of talk show where he does the whole of Led Zeppelin's band, like the guitar, the drums, the bass, everything. It's amazing. There you go. There's the cold water aquatic stream if you want to click that one. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1998. Yes, I remember going to cinema to see that one. Throw Mama from the Train or City Slickers. City Slickers, that's another one of those that fits into that category for me where I thought, oh, this is hilarious. Ah! Then watched it again a few years ago now, to be fair, and I was like, this isn't funny anymore. Not because it was like distasteful or anything, it just didn't hit. It was contrived. It's like watching ballet. Yes, he's very talented, definitely. Right, everyone, I'm calling it. I need to have a pee. Thank you very much for joining me on this fantastic Friday evening. Please go and show some love to some of the other fish fam that are streaming anytime soon. Go and show some love to me as well, though. Don't forget about me. Click the subscribe button if you haven't. Go and watch one of the videos if you haven't. Go and watch one of the videos even if you have. We'll see you next week for some 80s movie comedy trivia. I thank you very much.